What's good, everybody? How are you feeling tonight? It is currently 5:37 p.m. Eastern. Here somewhere in Florida. I'll tell you exactly where I was, but I'm not snitching on my coordinates. I'm not doing that today. Shucks, it is November the 28th. It is a day after Thanksgiving. How we feeling? Hold up real quick. I gotta grab this logo that is sitting somewhere in the corner here, and I'm just gonna put this right over here. Today's Feedback Friday, bro. Insanity. How we feeling, y'all? Shucks. What's good, Silver Rose? How we feeling, bro? We getting things sorted, getting things right. Let me also get this one right as well. Let me go and put this logo over here on this side. And then that way I could just be like, boop. There we go. There we go. Now I gotta have a Feedback Friday. You know what I'm saying? Silver Rose says he's currently working on the cover for Volume XI. Let's go. Did y'all have any good food? Like, enlighten me over the last couple of days. How are we feeling this week? Are you feeling thankful? Are you feeling grateful? I am forever grateful for the greatest producers in the world, aka Makers FM.
You are now tuned in to Makers Radio, the best in the world. If you don't know, now you know. No.
Run some frequencies for the one time. Get the camera to follow me. Did y'all eat good food or what? Currently looking at the chat right now, see who's on. If you don't know, now you know. That voice is the one and only Ken Don Music. He's in the chat at this moment. Shucks. I actually just realized I have one of my things are open right now and I'm able to hear it. I'm like, wait, what? Petrolane says feeling stuffed. Crash says I ate real good. I had some leftovers I'm gonna eat soon. I had a crazy plate as well. Shucks. I ate some good stuff. Y'all ate good. If y'all ate good, I know I'm eating good. I know y'all definitely eat good. That's how you know you had a good day. Good day. Good day. Yeah. Silvero says leftovers gonna last me a whole week. What is considered leftovers? Like, what is on your leftover menu? Like, what have y'all eaten? I might actually restart these frequencies because I do have the new Ableton Live. I just have not updated the current version of Ableton because I still got 12.2. But that will change. Probably I'll like play a little bit of music before I transfer over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so super crazy. Silver Rose says ham, chicken, biscuits, potato salad, pie, etc. We love a good etc. Love a good etc. I like saying that. Etc. I wonder what's making my thing do that. Hold up. I wonder why that's happening. Like, why? Well, I gotta play that one more time. I'm gonna play it from the halfway point. Right there. That was like a good couple minutes into it. Petrolane says, anyone not from the States? Where's everybody located right now on the planet? Where are y'all celebrating your day of thanks, your family day of thanks? I know Thanksgiving for Canadians, like the Toronto Canadian side of the planet, that was back in like October. I found that out accidentally because I flew one day to Toronto and learned that Thanksgiving in Canada is very different in Canada than it is in America. So even though it's like Toronto and America are like cousins, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I learned that recently. Clef says Florida. 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 If your stream is dropping frames, you might have to refresh it because Twitch is acting a little funny. I got strong microfibers for the internet today, so I had to make sure we were on point, okay? Let me turn this on. There we go. But nonetheless, very excited because today is Feedback Friday. And to give you a little context, every single week, whenever I'm on here, whenever I'm not traveling, whenever I'm not, taking care of like shows and stuff, I usually am on here live, collaborating, cooking up, creating, conversating with not only just the Makers FM, but Makers FM is the giant conglomerate of 3,000 producers worldwide that have not only just copped the sound pack from my Gumroad store, which is how you can gain access to my private Discord, but we're 3,000 producers worldwide who love to just cook up, create, and collaborate. And right now, we currently have a few things on deck. At this moment, usually Mondays, we have Monday night feedback. Well, Monday night beat therapy. Have any of you guys joined Monday night feedback therapy? Well, beat therapy, not feedback. Friday is the feedback. Tuesday is fix that beat. If you've never tapped in with it, just know every single Tuesday, aside from me making a sample on Mondays and posting it to my Discord for the entire Makers Club to collaborate and sample it, which I call buddy flips. Tuesdays are fix that beat. So essentially, I open up a queue slot system where people can join the Discord by submitting a beat that they have, and I'll literally fix it here live on the stream. I actually fixed 2 people's beats this previous Tuesday. Shout out to Ronnie or Spacely, and shout out to the one and the only Nick Astro, who also has been a part of the Makers Club as well. They submitted this previous Tuesday, and now today we have a special stream ahead because it is called Feedback Friday. And what Feedback Friday is, to give you a little bit of a consensus, Feedback Friday consists of some of the most talented producers, creatives that are part of the Makers Club, but not only just those, we do go through the period of discovering brand new artistry live here on the stream every single Friday when we have feedback. And so, yes, Roy Dash AI said, or Roy Dash, is it AI or AL? He says, what's good, man? First time submitter, first time viewer. Glad you're here, bro. I'm so glad you're here, my dude, first timer. Welcome, brethren. Welcome, brethren. We cool people here, man. How would y'all describe Makers FM for those who don't know? Because this, from what I've been able to discover, has been great space for people to not only just have a space for themselves, but I remember years ago I had like something hit me in a conviction way of like, I want to be able to have a community of people who are just as passionate about making stuff as I am. Maybe it's not just music. Maybe it's you're passionate about sound designing. Maybe you're passionate about making beats, but you also do art on the side. Or maybe you're passionate about music and you work a regular job. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people. Roy Dash AL. Al. Okay, Roy Dash Al. That's hard. Shout out to Roy Dash Al. Okay. Petra Lane says 3,000, but very close and personal. I think the Makers Club is a community that helps each other improve as artists and people in general. Yes, we're a giant group of just people who like making stuff. We just literally all over the planet. And so if you guys are very down to, I love that everybody's just so down for whatever. Like usually I'm just on here cooking up, creating and making something, and then someone be like, yo, we should do this, and then we'll do it, you know? So I remember when we were having a conversation of like, I'm trying to think, who was it? I think it might have been Silver Rose that brought the idea up about having a stream dedicated to just having like our work, like the work that you guys make and the work that we all like create just to be shared for the stream. So Axis B says, for example, I'm from Colombia, South America. Let's go. Yes, bro, we got people worldwide. So this folks all over the planet, literally a part of the Makers Club that I love, not only just collaborating with, talking with, but in process, I actually am learning a lot about how you guys create in like the future, you know what I'm saying? Silver says, did I say that? You said it maybe a while ago. That, cause literally I was thinking about like, cause you actually have some insane ideas. By the way, for those of you guys who don't know, Silver Rose is the man that designed this logo right here. See this logo, Makers FM? He designed this logo. So if you're curious to know where all the logo designs and stuff for this live stream come from, just know it comes from this man, Silver Rose. He also designed the Q slot logo. I'll show you guys real quick what it looks like. This right here, he designed this logo for feedback. And I love hearing Q slots because every time we have a submission, there's always something of grandiose energy that like will grace our presence. We've discovered some insane talent, right? Like we've discovered some insane gifted people that have never been a part of the Makers Club before that are now a part of the Makers Club, and we literally dialogue every single week whenever I'm not traveling. But I'll give you a good consensus of what's happening. And actually, you know what? Hold on real quick. One of these things, let's see here. One of these things is making a sound that I don't know where it's coming from. Okay, so you want to hear something funny? I have no idea where the sound is coming from. I don't know if that's coming through, but if y'all can hear it, I know for sure. It's not even coming through my Ableton either, so that's the funniest part. I need to know where that's coming from. Let me force quit something real quick. What's open right now? Serato Studio. No wonder my Serato was open. That's why I knew something was going on. Why did that happen? Let me run some of that waiting music while we get to it. Yeah. There we go. There we go. So, today is Feedback Friday. Any questions about today's Feedback Friday? Anybody curious about how it works? Because I've been answering a lot of questions about what is Feedback Friday? How does Feedback Friday work? What happens on Feedback Friday? Well, I'll tell you. So what's beautiful about Feedback Friday is this, right? We literally specifically chose Friday. It just rolled off the tongue better, Feedback Friday, where simply we just react to individuals who have submitted music to the Discord, or AKA a Q slot system where I can be able to open it up, see what y'all want me to react to and give feedback to, and we play the joints here live on the stream, and I give my honest feedback. You have 5 minutes of my undivided attention. You guys, you watching this. I know you watching this. You got music. And the way you can be able to access that is by submitting to the Q slot system. Now, I usually do a thing beforehand to explain. 10 a.m. usually in the morning on Eastern time, I would open up the free slots and have them open. But what happened was there were individuals who did not know that I was streaming at the exact time of 5 p.m. So instead of me opening up feedback slots at 10 a.m. every single day, given that everybody's literally awake at different times of the day and everybody's on different parts of the planet, I chose the moment the stream starts to be able to cop yourself a slot. So every single time my feedback days start, like Tuesday and Friday, I will be right here at 5 p.m. Eastern time, the moment the stream starts, to be able to have the slots available. Now, we did give away 10 free slots at the jump of the stream. These free slots literally go in minutes, and if you want to be able to see it immediately, set your timer and your alarm for 5 p.m. Eastern. Whatever time frame that is for you in the world, I would highly egg you to do that. So yes, you can submit. I'm probably going to add a few more skip slots on here because we only have 8 left. We had 4 individuals skip the line, which is going to be insane. I'm curious to see what everybody has like submitted. So that's usually the fun part. Everybody submits something insane, different. I think the coolest thing that I've seen so far from doing these Q slots is we have a gentleman by the name of Arsenzo, who is a part of the Makers Club. Shout out to Arsenzo. And he submitted some work to this live stream before. And one of the coolest things that I was able to discover about Arsenzo, check this out. He submitted on here, I sent the work, whatever he sent to me, to my buddy Sango. And then literally a week ago, he ended up having his music listened to by none other than Super Duper Kyle. And he is aware of the Makers FM stream. So if you don't know what Makers FM is, I highly egg you to not only just cop a slot. If you vibing, if you're just a spectator, someone who's just vibing on the cuff, literally take a moment, grab yourself some popcorn, grab yourself a snack. You're gonna hear something you've never heard before on this stream. So yes, secure your slot ASAP. Okay? And once we get through all of them, we will, take a few moments to see who else hasn't submitted and go from there. But yes, you can cop a slot. Cop a slot right now if you want to be able to get your joint played immediately. You'll be literally added to the queue. Voxy B says, hello, hope everyone's well today. We hope you're well today too, Voxy. How you been? Happy belated Thanksgiving, by the way, to anybody that celebrates Thanksgiving. Anybody that is very grateful for the day, the time, this energy of creativity we have, guys. I'm very thankful for it. So, any questions before we begin this process? Any questions? I will answer that immediately. But yes, you can see here as well. I have it in the description. For reserving a queue slot. So for feedback, you could skip the free queue and gain access to guaranteed live feedback. Like right now, literally you hit the queue, you will be added immediately to everybody who has skipped the line. And we only got like a handful of spots left. I might add a few more. Yeah, I'm gonna add a few more. Let me add a few more. Yeah, let me add a few more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm gonna add a few more. Cause once they gone, bro, they gone. Quiet says first time submitting in here. Let's go. Appreciate you, Quiet. Let's go. Yes. By the way, I'll let you know how, what is accepted for feedback. Songs, beats, instrumentals, sample flips, or videos. No full albums or projects or non-music related content. Random audio, unrelated videos, or memes will be accepted as a submission, okay? Just letting y'all know, because sometimes I do get some submissions and I'm like, let's my grandmother always used to say, let's do things in decency and in order. And as well, some important notes before we begin. Limited availability. These slots do get capped quick. So if you get one, grab yours early. priority. All the skips are handled first, and then there's a 1 submission rule. Limit to 1 slot per person per stream. Now, if you decide to roll it back and skip the line a couple times, hey, I'm not mad at that at all. Plus, once the stream starts or slots are filled, no more submissions are accepted. Inappropriate submissions, non-relevant, or inappropriate content will result in a permanent ban on your permanent record. And we don't want that.
I think bonk.
You will get a bonk. You will get bonked. I'm serious. We don't want that now. So, with that being said, I'm kind of curious to see if the music that I usually have for these nights is ready to be played. I think that's it right there. That's the one right there. Yeah! Get the camera to do this. Follow your boy. Yeah. All right. Time to get ready for this one. I had to stretch a little bit for this because usually we sit here for a couple hours and just play nothing but music, but it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. Let's go. All right. So Feedback Friday. Let me go ahead and open up these slots. Open up the slots. Hey, open up the slots. Hey, hey, hey. What? Hey, loading it up. Load it up. Hey, load it up. Hey, load it up. Hey, load it up. We loading 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 it up. We're going up. We are beginning the process. Right now. Bougie. First up, he has submitted a joint to us. Shout out to Bougie for the one time. He is a Makers Club alumni. So let me go copy his name. Let me also open up Restream so I don't forget. Because one thing I also love doing is playing the joints and then copying, pasting what is playing in the chat so everybody knows what's now playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is now playing? Like, who is the artist at hand right now? So now playing. Bougie says here in quote, my buddy, still a kid, made the sample chords lead, and Woot Newt, oh, I love that name, Woot Newt, played bass over my chops. Happy Friday, y'all. Hope y'all enjoy. Let's get to it. Let's get jiggy, y'all. All right, let's get it. First up. That joint is textured as a mug. That reminds me of that low key. I love the pocket of it. At first, it took me by a surprise. Because at first, I thought it was like a 3-4. But then I kept hearing it reset early. And I'm like, wait. It's the fact that y'all did like a 3-4 kind of like hi-hat swing on like, that was advanced stuff, sir. That was advanced. And I love hearing when pockets do that. Low key, one of my favorite things I used to do was take like a drum pocket, play 4/4 on top of it, and then open up the dotted grid and throw like a random hi-hat pattern on top of all of it. And something about it would just make that pocket just be like, Bougie, I know exactly what you be doing, bro. I see you, bro. I see you because I used to do the exact same thing. Like, I literally will do that purposely just to hear what kind of options that creates. I'm not only just like, I hear that when you make music, you're not just making it, you're like discovering the options you have to do these different things. And it's really cool to hear how your brain is like selecting it. Plus with Woot Newt on bass and Still a Kid on the sample and the chords, like that's smooth. Absolutely smooth. So shout out to Bougie, shout out to Woot Newt, and shout out to Still a Kid for the one time. Love you guys. Up next, we got Silver Rose, and he says here in quote, Silver Rose says, I remember how a couple weeks ago, whoa. What did I say a couple weeks ago? Wait a second, hold on. He said, you said something a couple weeks ago. All right, so Silver Rose says, remember how a couple weeks ago, I asked you to improvise over a beat with a little keyboard you got next to you? I want you to do that again with this beat I got here today. Oh, snap. Here we go. I gotta open up my Ableton and get this right. Let me see here. Let me get this correct. Let me go open up my instrument because he said, I want you to play. I want you to play. I need you to play, Kaelin. All right, I got my... All right, I'm trying it. Let's see what's happening. All right, shout out to Silver Rose. Let's get to it. I'm curious to see what you got for us. And he just wants me to play on top of it. I'll try something. I will try something. Let's see here. is Logic on an iPad. Shout out to Silver Rose. That was fun, dude.
Welcome to the club.
Absolutely fun. I think I can capture all that. There's something in all that. I believe. I got all that. Yeah, I caught that whole MIDI performance. I'm just gonna put that right up here. Shout out to Silver Rose for that one. That was fun. And secondly, he says, by the way, for the Volume XI cover, is there anything you want me to use as inspo? Like any art that you want me to use as reference or anything you have in mind that relates to the title? I am open to many instruments surrounding a space that indicates a line of presence. So think about it like this. You see how I'm in my room right now? The best example I can give you is, see how I'm surrounded by instruments? Can you make the cover of me surrounded by instruments? It could be whatever. It could be keys. It could be it could literally be keys. It could be a border of like instruments, drums, keyboards, like whatever. Like, think creatively outside of the box of being surrounded and present with instruments. Yeah. And then Petrolane says maybe something Colosseum since the Roman numerals. Oh, let me also give you another perspective too. I want to reference as well. I've been big on artifacts lately. Like I love the collecting of artifacts. So like when you get artifacts and you collect them and you're like, oh, this is cool. This is a great piece of information. Like if you look at it, you're like if you saw an artifact of like two hats in a museum and you guys know me and you see Offbeat on one of them, be like, oh yeah, that was Kaelin back in like 2025. You used to wear the two hats at the same time. It's like an artifact. So I like artifacts too. So I'll throw that towards you. Being present with information, being present with instruments and artifacts, like artifacts that you collect and you put inside of a museum and you're just surrounded by artifacts. Instruments could be artifacts. That's just a crazy thought that I had. I don't know if that sounds like it makes sense, but utilize that inspo for the cover and I will give you these chords that I just played here live on the stream. Maybe midway through the stream, I'll probably be able to bounce this out as like a MIDI file. But shout out to Silver Rose for the one time. He said, I'm just going to submit and I need you to play. I'm like, easy. Clev is up next. Clev here says, in quote, yo, what's good? Hope you had a great Thanksgiving and the year is coming to a great end. I finally dropped my mixtape last month. Just wanted to see how you felt about the last track of the project. Pray all is well, man. Bless. Let's get to it, Cleb. I'm curious to see what's going on, man. You said the last song on the project? Yeah, Voxy, I said the same thing. That was, first off, production is pretty dope. At first, I'm not gonna lie, with the piano, I was initially like, I wonder if there's gonna be something that like fulfills the space a little bit. But I held my breath a little bit because I felt like before it got to that point, I was like, I feel like with all the elements that I was starting to slowly hear all get introduced, it is really dope. It's actually kind of crazy. I'm hearing like the switch, the beat, everything about the production is clean. Okay. Clev, I love how I love like the motif. Crash mentioned that it has that grown folks R&B energy to it, and I'm not gonna lie, like there was a hint, like I'm not saying this to be like crazy, but I'm saying there was a hint of human nature in this, and it was really crazy to hear. Like it felt like human nature in a different universe. Like it's like, yeah, I'm hearing and it's great. It's like everybody can sing it. It's like this grand kumbaya energy that kind of hits throughout it. And then when the bass started kicking in and then everything started moving, this is what I sort of have wish. This is what I kind of wished. What's the name of the record by Goldlink? His first album. I wish Goldlink's first project with the production, the first song, did exactly what this song did, which is like it put you in a space and kept you there. It's like I could see this orb starting to form by the more it got like repeated in the layers, and there's like that almost like monophonic kind of synth that was halfway through. It was hitting some crazy frequencies. So yeah, the God Complex, bro. There's the album by Goldlink, the God Complex, is the first song on there. And when I remember hearing that record, I wish it did what this song did, which is create a space and kept me there long enough to like get a good look around at what environment was just created. And so Safe and Sound feels safe and sound. Like it is. I actually like. Just so you know, like and this is from a project. He said it's from his EP, Third Quarter Phasing, Floridian, which is the first song featuring Surf Flame, Gratification, Graduate, Thump Sonics, Barrel, Talk, and then Safe and Sound at the very end. Like this, the layers you got in here are really solid. So you should be very proud of what you did here, sir. Yeah. So that's how I feel, bro. I feel like you created a safe and sound energy in this space, and I really appreciate you submitting this. This was really incredible. Definitely stream that record if you have not done it. Clev, Third Quarter Phasing. Check it out. It's on Spotify, and I'm sure it's on other streaming platforms as well, because not everybody is happy about Spotify, but it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? So stream your artists, listen to them, support them. So shout out to Clev for the one time. Up next, we got Kaelin. Hold up. Wait, look at the spelling of the name. Kaelin. My name's Kaelin, and now I'm about to review Kaelin. So let's get to it. I'm curious. Hold on. Let's get to him. Top of the morning. All right, here we go. So Kaelin says here in quote, "How's it going, Kaelin?" It's going pretty well, Kaelin. "A little while ago, I had the random idea of throwing Nola Bounce vocals on track me and the homie made. This was a middle of the night decision that turned out well." I love when those end of the nights like turn out well, those decisions. Also, sorry for the short arrangement. This is still a work in progress. Thanks for the years. Anytime. Kaelin Rashad. Let's get it going. I'm curious to see what you got here. Let's go. shout out to the one and only Kaelin Rashad. Okay, so first and foremost, I like the idea. The idea is there. Now, regarding the fact that it is a work in progress, obviously there is some thoughts of like adding some additional elements to be able to fill it out. A part of my spirit, as I was listening to this, was kind of thinking from the perspective that with vocals like that on a halftime track like this, what would also be a crazy additive is that there are sounds that work well with one another. Now, what do I mean about that? When I say sounds that work well together, all of the parts that you added in this beat are ideas that culminate to a full vision, which means there's still space to add things. And I'm actively hearing a few things you could try. I would love another hi-hat pattern that plays off the pattern of these vocals that you added to this beat. The reason why I say that is because the beat makes you want to bounce. Okay, it just makes you want to. Okay, and then you hear like a imagine if there was a hi-hat pattern that did. You know what I'm saying? Like something that plays around with that juxtaposing thing. So if you got that as the vocal pattern, and you got the hi-hat that's playing that one simple pattern, a way to be able to open it up a little bit is to play the main element that is kind of creating the motion in the entire track, which that Nola bounce vocal was a great idea to do that. Now, to take it home, I can hear you got the piano in there. I can hear you got the wah, wah, wah. If you really want to go crazy with it, I would recommend you. That's actually hilarious. Same key as like what I was just playing on top of for Silver Rose. You could literally like add some chords that kind of like warm it up. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like something that kind of holds an environment. And I'll give you a good example for the sound you could go after. Try like a pad that that ends on the ending of Prototype by Outkast. And as well, this was another part I was thinking too. Whenever I come across moments where I don't know what to add, I think, is there any record that makes me feel, that makes that like the idea of what I'm doing? Are there any songs that do the thing that I am trying to do? Have they ever executed this? It doesn't matter whatever genre. It could be rock. It could be R&B. It could be rap. It could be whatever. Take whatever song that is, go listen to it, and peep what detail in there makes it feel like, oh, shoot, this kind of like completed the entire thing. And 9 times out of 10, it's not much. It's always just a sound that fulfills a space because the bounce is there, the movement is there. Just complete the vision, brother, and it's right there. So shout out to Kaelin Rashad. I like your name, and I hope to hear a finished product of this because I hear where you're going with it, and it's really dope. Up next, before we get into it, how we feeling right now about the submissions today? How we liking them so far? This is what I like to call Feedback Friday. And if you want to submit, we got a handful. We got London on the chat. We got London on the chat. But yes, we have a few. Well, I want to say we have a few. We have, let me look how many submissions we got. We got a good amount. We got a good amount of skips. We got 10 submitted skips. But if you want to be able to skip the line, I highly urge you guys to cop a slot. Cop a slot. We just listen to the joints right now. And you won't regret it if you get it played here. Everything right now I'm enjoying is really good. So shout out to everybody that submitted. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Up next, we got Petra Lane. Petra Lane, let's go, brother, brethren, compadre. He says, sending in an older track I made for an Isla juice flip competition from a few years back. I actually missed the submission deadline back then. Aww. Wild to think what might have happened if I got it in on time. Either way, the joint still hits, so I'm sharing it with y'all today. Appreciate any ears on it. Oh, by the way, Project P is now out on Spotify, SoundCloud, and if you want to check what I've been cooking lately, shout out to Petra Lane. Project P is out now on SoundCloud and Spotify. So we're about to bump this right now. Congratulations on the release, brother. Let's go. Let's get to it. Close all tabs to the right. Let's go.
Hey, you. Yeah, you.
No, you. I'm not listening to your advertisement. You're not in the Makers Club, so why should I listen to you?
I wasn't looking for you when you came along, when you came in. Where did you come from? Like out the sky into my life now. I wish I could say you were my first love. I wish I could say I wouldn't hurt you. 'Cause baby, I wanted better or worse. You could have my love forever. You've earned it. I just can tell. Love what I found. Won't mess around. Whatever we get into. We got the vibe. We got the juice, baby. Ooh, that's how we do.
You better synth solo.
Know that I want you. Got me like da-da-da-da-da. Welcome to the
Shout out to one and only Petra Lane. Okay. This was 6 years ago, so this is an older flip. I like this. This is like pre-Project P. So shout out to Petra Lane for the submission on this. Honestly, I like this flip. I like how fun it feels. It feels cutesy. It definitely feels like definitely pressure on it. There's energy on it. It's very vibey, very danceable. I love how the drums have this kind of like consistent feeling to it. And I think for a style of this nature, one of the things that I think has been a huge piece, which obviously this was 6 years ago, your style has drastically started to evolve from this. So I hear like pre-Project P energy in this. I learned about these type of styles that more of the Afro beat, the more ethnic kind of like style, that always comes from like having just a way with percussion. And I say that as like being a drummer, not just using like the drums to play drums, but the drums being everything is the drum. Like quite literally, everything is the drum. And when I say everything is a drum, I'm quite literally meaning everything is a drum, from the bass to the actual sounds of like the vocals, to the percussions, whatever. Like everything should be a playable factor having its own moment. And given the fact that the vocals were playing around like that and hearing like how that is, I could only imagine now what you would do with that same thing, because it's still kind of funky, still dope. And I hear pre-Petrolane energy on that. So very glad to hear this kind of evolution of your style in this way. Yeah, man, for anybody who decides to like make that type of style, there's people who are really big on like the Afrobeat wave of being percussive, because that's what like Afrobeat energy is. It's very percussive and they're playing as the track goes on. So shout out to Petrolane for the juice flip, and I can only imagine what would have happened if you got that in when they needed it. So we're glad that it made Makers FM history. You know what I'm saying? We're glad that it's here and anywhere else. It was only a matter of time before it ended up on this live stream. So appreciate you for submitting, Petrolane. Up next, we got Voxy B7. Voxy B7 says here in quote, "Hey, Kaelin, hope you had a nice time with your loved ones yesterday." I did, actually. I had a lot of great time. This is a remix I'm going to drop soon. Just need to polish a few things. Feed bike requested. Feed bike. I might have to. Can someone make a feed bike? Like it's like a feedback bike? Like you hop on the feedback bike to feed bike requested. Yeah. Hallelujah. We got a feed bike. Let's get it. All right, we're going to get to it. I'm about to move it right now. Let's go. Drop box and let's go. Voxy B. Let's go.
They say she get it from her mama. I'ma say you fucking right. Body rude is unpolite. Don't be in the humble type. Tell me, is you down? Cause I'm trying to go up tonight. Posing hoochies left and right. I just wanna live in a fantasy. I think we deserve it right. Top of the memories I've ever made in my life. Permanent ecstasy. The ladies is pimps tonight.
Ooh.
Living inside a dream. Let's lay where the love is like.
If you want to cop the Q slide,
on my hood.
Cop a Q slide.
Fly, I look good. You can't touch my back, but you could. I look fly. I look too good. Put that on my mama.
Cop a slide, y'all.
I look fly.
Type submit.
Good. You can't touch my back, but you could. I look fly. I look too good. Touch my swag, wish you could. I look fly, I'm so deep in my bag, like a grandma with a peppermint. They say, oh, she smell good. That's just cause I'm heaven sent. Sex game go stupid, stopping like a toothpick. Man, I tell the truth, your opinion is irrelevant. But I know you think I'm fine. Might be too fine to hit it from behind. Reflection in the mirror, don't decline. I can't even lie. I put that on my mama, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my back, but you could. I look fly, I look too good. Put that on my mama, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my back, but you could. I look fly, I look too good. Touch my swag, wish you could. I look fly, I look good. My hood, I look fly, I look good. I know you wish you could. I look fly, I look good.
Yo! First off, I love this track. The beat, the way that it like switches, it does this sticky thing, right? It's not just only because of the fact that the acapella you're using creates a lot of like moments for your instrumental to kind of do its thing, but to hear the beat do this slow halftime thing and then it speeds up and then it goes right. It like is there's these juxtaposing things that make you want to play it again and again and again. It's just there's a stickiness to this. So I like what you're doing with this. There's a stickiness to it. I see McNair is also in the chat too. Shucks, let me see who else. There was Fly With Me 2.0. So if this was 2.0, what did 1.0 sound like? Like, what was 1.0? If that was 2.0, like, I'd be curious to know if there was any differences between the 1.0 and the 2.0, because this is what I'm learning. If there's another version of this, you could always infuse both ideas together. That's the thing about production that I did not know people do a lot. And a lot of my favorites, I recognize not only use the same version of a reference of an earlier version of the beat they were working on and include it somewhere in the thing they're making right now. We discredit the first couple versions sometimes. And that's not a bad thing. That just, you got another option. You got another choice. You could tweak this in here. You could let that be what it is. But if you do want to have a change of pace of energy at any point, go back and use that 1.0 and fuse that into what you're doing. Because now I'm doing that with my old projects, and I never recognized, because of how many times I play the same chords and the same samples, all of them kind of coexisted to something every time. Every time. It never fails. Never fails. So lean into that, Voxy. By the way, I'll give you a crazy note. There was a record from Michael Jackson that came out on Off the Wall, and I'm trying to think it's on Off the Wall. I'm blanking on the name of it, but the bridge, it goes bump dun dun da 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 ba do do da 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 do do da da do ba do do da da do ba do do ba do do ba do. I feel like when they made that record and they asked Michael Jackson and Quincy Jones to do the exact same thing they did, but again for Thriller, I feel like they had to have referenced that song to make the bridge of Thriller. Because there's too many similar. Obviously, it's the same people. I'm not talking about it being the same people. I'm talking about when you have a framework that works and you apply it again, it allows you to be able to create some different moments with the same frame. It's just the picture will look a little bit different. MJ is no longer on the wall. He's now Thriller. Can we use this same frame and make it updated? The answer is yes. For us musicians, we have these great ideas, the first versions of things that we don't really look at much. Those things can always circle back and become a frame for something else that we're trying to complete. So keep that in mind. Nothing is throwawayable. Don't throw nothing away. Hold on to all of it and reuse pieces of it, and you'll see that things work. It works, especially if you got a feeling like that. That there's something that works with that. So shout out to Voxy for that one. And just as I summoned her, McNair up next says was what originally started as a Top of Cars remix turned to a Pizza Mine with Aziza Love. The original is about 10 plus BPM and still a work in progress. There's a bit of import error / happy accident and a bit of those artifacts remain. That's what I like to hear. Let's see what's going on. I'm curious to see what's going on. Let's go. Let's get to it. I'm gonna copy this and open that up. Yeah. Pizza Mine, let's go. Let's go.
up your mind, you'll find. Maybe you'll find peace of mind. I can do what I put my mind to. Might be smart, leave the past behind you. What if now is a chance it found you? Take your time, let the moment ground you. Yeah. If you care to slow your roll, see this beauty to behold and let it go. If it doesn't flow, what if the hard part is over now?
What is wrong with y'all two? Shout out to McNair and Aziza Love. The original is about 10 plus BPM and still a work in progress. Honestly, I like how vibey that was. I mean, like, if you do speed it up, I feel like the drummer's got to kind of, I feel like there's got to be like a drummer that kind of like spazzes out on the plus BPM because it just would make a lot more sense. Like, I'm talking about like, when I say spaz, the drummer has to spaz. It's like that would have to be more like a JD Beck kind of like having like a little bit of a, you know, like a paradiddle action towards the end. But given for what it is, that thing is knocking, bro. Like the drums sound crazy. Aziza sounds crazy. The vibe sounds crazy. Freaking, you really can get lost in that if you play it long enough. Hey, holy cow. Like, y'all, you peep the comments of what everybody's saying right now in the group, like in the chat. That's dangerous work, sir. Like, y'all dangerous, okay? McNair and Aziza Love and Voxy, y'all are just dangerous, okay? Y'all are absolutely dangerous people when it comes to this game of production. And every time I've always seen the happy accident energy happen. Like, it's just you get lost in something and you just keep. I don't know. It's like you do the thing very well. You do it very, very well. You guys are insane. So I don't know, man. Y'all keep doing it. Please keep doing it because what you guys do is really good with your decision making, really good with how you create really, really spectacular stuff. And I don't know anybody else that's doing what y'all are doing right now. Absolutely not. So. Up next, Sage the Earth. Hey, Kaelin, this is Sage. I made this beat on Koala as well, and this is my first time doing an official remix. Let's go. Let me know anything I can improve as far as layering. Okay, so you want to improve on your layering. This beat is a fusion Cash Cobain sexy drill as well as Jersey Club. I hope you enjoy. Okay, let's see what's going on.
Best dress moving forward, yeah. Time to pass on, yeah. All that. Compton Cowboy, all that. Yeah. Big protein. 150 grams of protein. Y'all gotta stop playing, bro. I swear, bro. He gon' fuck up the world, excuse me, but is that your girl? If she tell, that's a good referral. He be talk crazy to me, but Kendrick know I like the regular girls. I'm not good with the regular girls. Damn near want a veteran girl. I just might change your life. We ain't wearing no Giuseppe jeans. We ain't doing none of normal things. So you know what formal means? Critics saying that I lost the plot. Principles, yeah, I'd rather not. Messy, about to come in hot. Dot. We gon' fuck up the world, excuse me, but it's that your girl. Did me to possess your girl. Baby, I'm high profile, don't ever tell them you met me, girl. They gon' think that you rep me, girl. 5'7", I'm messy, girl. I'ma pass you the name, he got time for your bestie, girl. Niggas know that I'm best dressed. Too high profile to access. I ain't even got a fact check. All I'm wearing is Wells Bond. I'm feeling good, I might wear no. Matter of fact, let's stay platonic. I just for a think that ironic. You can pick the bunk or bed. Either way, I'ma want some head. Messy lit through me instead. Who grew up around trifling hoes? You ain't did nothing, I don't know. It's cool, baby, I'm too high pro. I'm baby king, I wouldn't call it clothes. Nancy, get them girls off the stage, cause somebody's gonna get taken, somebody's gonna invade on a one-on-one conversation. I'm ducked off from the world, I'm immersed in the PlayStation, and I ain't worried about her, it's 1,000 hers out waiting. We gon' fuck up the world, excuse me, but this natural girl, didn't mean to possess your girl. Baby, I'm high profile, don't ever tell them you baby girl. They gon' think that you rep me, girl. 5'7", I'm messy, girl. Famous, but I'm not for sale. Why you tryna possess me, girl? You know what upset me, girl. It's like that when you met me, girl. I see her put you in princess shoes. Elevate you, respect you too. Here's 10K, I'm the sex food. Don't let the homies touch you, move. Yeah, niggas know that I'm best dressed with Martine when I board jets. They sardines and I'm big fish. Eat caviar when I'm deep. Press take selfies, I'm in Czech Republic. Cornell, he go check the budget. Bar 2 million from my cousin. Never gave it back cause it's nothing. Fuck it. Yeah, with emotion. Keep it focused. Starship, is that a foreign? She's organic, skin is glowing, my heart is going. Like, wow. With personality, phone to emotions. Like, how? Where you get the notion? Around. It's not hard to notice. Yeah. That's a deep ocean. That's why Shorty say she celibate. I'ma keep hoping. She's not. Shorty say she loving me. I'ma be open. I'll try. Nancy, get them girls off the stage, cause somebody's gonna get taken, somebody's gonna invade on a one-on-one conversation. I'm ducked off from the world, I'm immersed in the PlayStation, and I ain't worried about her, it's 1,000 hers out waiting.
Yeah, this is calm. Shout out. What? Shout out to the one and only Sage of the Earth. He said, in quote, "Let me know if there's anything I can improve on as far as layering. This beat is a fusion Cash Cobain, Sexy Drill, as well as Jersey Club. I hope you enjoy." So, for one, I like how calm it is. So, for one, you're doing the good approach, right? And given for Cash Cobain's Sexy Drill style, it fits the mold with the sample. Now, when it gets down the Jersey Club, I feel like with the Jersey Club, you could definitely layer maybe a few more extra elements of drums. I know there's a few, there's a drum break that I'm thinking of. It's like a very well-known like drum and bass, pattern that you could probably do for that Jersey style. So it's like that style that goes doom tick that tick tick doom that tick doom. You could probably layer that with the drill club like style, because there are times that it doesn't like evolve. It just kind of stays in a constant space. And with it staying in a constant space, it doesn't sound like a layer. It just sounds like you have a consistent like wall of a sound that just stays like a line. And what I would recommend you doing is layering some elements that you feel, I don't know, kind of closely connected to. I'll definitely tell you when like I first learned about Jersey Club, I learned that it was a pattern with like their favorite sounds at the same time. So Jersey Club being like a hybrid of like the house movement out of the 90s, and they started layering like the hip hop rolling drum kit sounds, the R&B rolling kit sounds, like layer some of the sounds that are things that aren't necessarily trap influence, but maybe bring some of those sounds from like back then. Like, I don't know, there's Pharrell kits, there's Neptune kits, there's Chad Hugo did a Neptune's kit with Splice, and I'd be curious to know what would happen if you layer some of those like early 2000s sounds on top of the Jersey Club, because that would give you more to work with rather than just a kick, a snap, a bass, a sample, and a vocal. For layers, take what you currently have and think a little bit outside of the box. You know what I'm saying? And I always find myself doing this whenever I want to be able to. Whenever I want to be able to layer things into different styles, like, okay, the thing is there, but now I can be able to use and this I quite literally say this in a very straightforward way, not to sound like deep or specifically. I would recommend using what you are inspired by as your choice of sounds. Like if you're inspired by sexy drill, like Cash Cobain, but then you also have Jersey Club, right? And you want to combine the two together. What records from Jersey Club do you know that if you use this sound, this references something that personally is close to me? And what that'll do is it'll give your sound a sense of personality, which is something that doesn't exist that much in today's time because everybody's using everybody's sounds, but only a select few people who are into certain things can take what they're into, use it, break it down piece by piece, and apply it to something like this. Yeah. So I would use that Neptune sound to like blend it with the sexy drill and see what you get out of it. I would do that. That's a proactive thing I would recommend, but it sounds dope. So shout out to Sage, the Earth for the one time. And I'm looking forward to that consultation on Monday if you're still down. So shout out to him. Up next, the God Self-Made has skipped the line. He says this track, hold on, wait. This is a good one. Wait. He said, this is a track I did with my pops on the bass guitar. Going on, Fruit Don't Fall Far From the Tree, a collab album. Any feedback is always appreciated. Much love. Let's go, bro. I'm curious to see what's going on. Let's go. I'm going to copy this. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Play. Right there. Yeah. Switch though. I'm thinking of a song by MJ, Butterflies. All you got to do is around my shine, begging high. Say hello to you. that's him on bass. Wow. Shout out to the one and only Self-Made. First off, he said, this is a track I did with my pops on bass guitar, going on Fruit Don't Fall Far From the Tree, a collab album. Any feedback is always appreciated. So let me understand this. A collab album. A collab album with your dad, bro? Wait, what? That's pretty player. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually player. That's gold. Okay. That is actually player. So, first off, you got your dad on the bass. That's clean. The beat already clean. The vibe already clean. It's vibey, okay? And I love how very openly jammy it feels. And given the circumstances of like, it's your dad on guitar, let your pops just go crazy, bro. I would say, and I'm telling you this just because like my dad also, I collab with my dad sometimes. I actually haven't collaborated with my dad in a minute since I haven't collaborated with my dad in a while. But I'm definitely gonna get him on my new project. So this is definitely a great reminder. Self-Made. This is incredible. But man, let your pops go loose a little bit. Let him go crazy, man. Cause I hear where his like playing can go. And given what you're giving him with like the chords and everything, if you got any moments where you feel like you want to go somewhere vibe wise, like create one more part inside of that, like just a jammy part where he can just kind of groove on something. Cause the chords are kind of like, and then like if you want to church it for the one time, go crazy. I would recommend groove on something for like a solid minute and then like come back to those chords, because those chords are very sweet and very full and very like open, and then when it comes back down, it could do something crazy. So let him go crazy, bro. I hear how he could play. I hear his choices is like, and it's like, you know, when you hear someone's choices, their decision making. So yeah, absolutely great. I'm curious to know how many tracks you thinking about putting on this project, because we need to have more pop collabs, bro. We gotta get more pops collabs, bro. I didn't even know he played. Why am I just now learning he played bass? Why am I just now learning about that Self-Made? Is that a new thing that we're doing here? Is like, I feel like you talked to us about it before, but now I'm like, we need to get Bops in the Makers Club. Come on. So, shucks. Shout out to the guy Self-Made, dude. I love this. The connection, the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree. Yes, indeed. So, last but not least on the skip line, we have Corey. Corey has said, in quote, "Have a good day. Let's get it on. Am Cam. Let's get it. Sam I am." Yeah. Shout out to the one and only Corey. Says, have a good day. I love the sample. I love the drums that you chose. I love that the pocket had this very like, the pocket had this like chopped, not only just like chopped sample feel to it, but it sounds like this is something I would hear like maybe at like the breaking point of like a movie. Like, I'll give you a good example. There was once a time when I learned that RZA was doing soundtracks for movies, right? And so it's like if you need like the type of music that would transport you either into like a scene for a movie, let's say, and actually when you listen to it, it feels like the transitioning scene into like a heist, or it feels like this is something you would probably hear before, I don't know. It's like there's a track on a project where someone's about to like give you like straight bars, and maybe they give you a solid 16 that leads up to the next joint. The vocal chops in there, the production. There's some good choices in this thing, bro. And especially when it dropped out and there's that pocket with the and then there was no no drum, like normal drum loop pocket. It was fulfilling some roles there that I really, really appreciate. And so for that, Corey, I'm very curious to see if there'd be anybody open to rapping on top of this. Like just a solid 16 to 32 bars. And whatever those 32 bars end up becoming, you could take like a good like vocal acapella of someone just spitting like a crazy line. I would recommend using anything like I would say like Cameron. I say Cameron, Dipset energy. I'd take any of those acapellas and just throw one of those pieces on there and give it some time. Freddie gives me another good one, but you just need like an aggressive voice that could anchor it down because it sounds sick. So with that, guys, we have just went through all of the skip submissions so far. How we feeling, y'all? We have just played 10 submissions live on this stream for what I like to call Q Slot Feedback Friday. And if you want to be able to access that, I highly urge you guys to cop a slot. We just had 10 people submit, and I highly urge you guys to be able to submit and see what's going on. We give honest feedback. And for those of you guys who have never submitted before, might I let you guys know, I have a makers club and community full of creatives worldwide. And if you cop the slot, just know you have a link to a private Discord where 3,000 producers worldwide cooking up, creating, collaborating. And we're probably going to hang out and talk after this live stream. So highly urge you guys to tap in with that. Real quick, we're going to be listening to all the free slots in just a few moments. If you've never tapped in here before, I urge you guys to tap in. Just tap in. You won't regret it. And with that, I'm going to use the bathroom because I need to pee. Okay, and I know you guys need to pee. I know we all been sitting in the same space. If you haven't gotten up and stretched, I actually urge everybody right now to get up. Get up. I'm talking to you. Get up and stretch. Do this. Do this. Oh, and we're going to touch our toes. Touch them. My hat fell off. Touch, stretch, get yourself up, grab some water, get yourself some nourishment. I will be right back using the bathroom. We're going to listen to the rest of the submissions. If you don't know what's going on, it's Feedback Friday. We are listening to all of the submissions here tonight. I will be right back in just a moment. And real quick, might I also add, what are you thankful for? You watching the stream right now. I know you listening on standby. What are you thankful for? I need you to drop that in the chat while I go use the bathroom. If you have never tapped in here before, I need you to ask that. I need to answer that question. What are you watching this thankful for? I'll be right back, guys. Yeah.
first time that I saw your brown eyes, your lips said hello and I said hi. I knew right then you were the one. But I was caught up in physical attraction. But to my satisfaction, baby, you were more than just a flame. And if I ever fall in love again, I will be sure that the lady is afraid. And if I ever fall in love so true, I will be sure that the lady's just like you. Oh, yeah, I could be your one and only. Promise that you'll never leave me lonely. I just wanna be the one you need. Oh, baby. I just wanna be the one to serve you. Sometimes I feel as if I don't deserve you. I cherish every moment that we share. And if I ever fall in love again, I will be sure that the lady is afraid. And if I ever fall in love so true, I will be sure that the lady's just like you.
I am the one, the way your son don't need a gun to get respect up on the street. Under the sun, the blast the sun, will pop the clock to feed himself and family. By any means, your enemies, my enemies, we wet them up like a canteen. The yellow tanks around the face don't have a face, so now you like open the gates. Right, eliminate like a lemonade. Hey, young boy had to penetrate. Nice, young boy done caught a case. Bang, never mama never with the pain. Wait, doctor says he's gonna stay. They don't get the system, so he regenerate. Now a nigga harder than the head of the state. Giselle Curry is the new candidate. Ultimate, alternate, you are the opposite. Stop the shit, chop your esophagus. Bitches be popping it, bow down and popping it, dropping it in her esophagus. She is so nasty in public, she classy, perhaps she gets able to swallow it. Girl, I can make you a star. Bitch, I am ultimate, behold my awesomeness, narcissist, but I'm an arsonist. Ripping through cartilage, I am the hardest, bitch, wrap it up in sarcophagus. Dilly departed, it's going, it started, so now that I'm living so harmonious. Feeling like Spartacus, hurry the ultimate, I am the best, it's no politics, bitch, I'm ultimate. Ultimate. Bitch, I'm ultimate. Ultimate. Bitch, I'm ultimate.
Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Run for your life. Say OVO, OVO. Say OVO, OVO. Then stare it this way, stare it that way. Then stare it this way, stare it that way. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then stare it this way, stare it that way. Then stare it this way, stare it that way. Put that on that beat. Nope. Hey. Monster on the beat, ho, beat, bo, any rap, bro, he a free throw, man down, all like Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, nail it to the cross, he walk around like Tizo, what's up with these jabroni, hey, trying to see Compton, they end the speaking, hey, come on in there, mama, how many options you really got, I mean, it's too many options, I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and certified boogeyman. I'm the one that up the score with him. Walking down whole time. I know he got some hold on him. Quick story. Money that's wrong with him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister for him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baka got a weird case where I see around. Certified lover boy, certified that come up, I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us. 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 They not like us.
This is number one. This is number one. This is number one champion sound. Kanye, who you at, blood? Yeah, Estelle, we about to get down.
Take me on a trip, I'd like to go someday. Take me to New York, I'd love to see LA. I really want to come kick it with you. You'll be my American boy. He said, hey sister.
You are now tuned in to Makers Radio, the best in the world. If you don't know, now you know. No.
Yo. I'm back from the Potter's house, from the bathroom. I had to use the bathroom so bad. It is currently November 28th, 2025. How we feeling tonight, y'all? How we feeling? Currently at this moment, it is Feedback Friday. And if you don't know what Feedback Friday is, every single Friday, I allot a little bit of time, let it be, this Friday. Every single Friday, I open up a little bit of a slot line to be able to have people who want to listen, have their music listened to live here on the stream, not only just listen to, but give an honest feedback live here, where I can listen to whatever you guys submit to me live here on the stream. I'll give you the feedback and you can take it for what it is. And so for that, I will say we have a lot of people worldwide watching us. We are live from 3 different platforms right now. We are live from Twitch. Shout out to everybody on Twitch right now. We have roughly 10 people live on YouTube at the moment. And we have over, let me see how many people are live on Twitter at this moment. Let's see how many people are live on Twitter. Let me see here. We got a total of 156 bystanding viewers watching right now. So we got a lot of folks from Twitter, a lot of folks from Twitch, a lot of people from all these different platforms. I'm excited and glad that you're here. And I'm excited to get deeper into it. We got a few more submissions to be able to bump it. And yes, if you want to be able to cop a slot, if you want to have your music listened to live here on the stream, I highly urge you guys to cop a Q slot, cop something from the store. Not only just the Q slots, I also have other things like sound packs and whatnot. Every single purchase leads to the Makers Club, which is comprised of 3,000 plus producers worldwide. We all love to cook up, create, and collaborate. And this week, we're celebrating a good old thankful week of Thanksgiving. If you celebrate it, even if you don't celebrate it, we just thankful. We just out here being grateful, practicing gratitude and whatnot. And so I'm very thankful for you guys tuning in, tapping in. And yes, Crash, I actually asked a question before I walked to the bathroom. And Crash, I basically made a post and I was like, you know what is everybody thankful for? And Crash Fleet said, I'm thankful for Makers FM Club fam. So bro, we appreciate and we're thankful for you, Crash. Always coming through with strong support consistently for it's been a little minute now. So appreciate you, big dog. We love you, man. We love everybody that taps in here on Makers FM. So with that being said, we have some submissions tonight. Live here on the stream, we're about to bump some more joints. Il Java was his name. I knew it. Il Java is up next. Let's get to it. We're about to bump these joints here and see what's happening. Il Java. He says, produced by the custodian of records. So let's get to it. Il Java Tuco. Let's get it on.
If you work for a living, why do you kill yourself working?
Yo, I keep the record spinning and the bells ringing. No regret for sinning. Go to hell swinging, welching on the bat. Let the shell sting 'em. Pull out the K like Michelle singing. Giving belt to ass a new meaning. Wake up and smell the coffee when you through dreaming. Two demons catch you while you sleepy, grab you up quick. Can't move, mental paralysis shit. Different dimensions, Michael Morales with it. Let go of your vices before your morality flips, and then reality shifts. My victories be decisive. Ain't no gradual wins. Better grab you a pen. No pretend friend. Classes in session. Tools of destruction. Classics blasting like weapons. Fucking passive aggression. I want income and then some. You dudes is food. Step to me and the outcome is dim sum. Keep your chin tucked. Don't get hit with the Wing Chun knife fight. Bring guns. Nightlife. Mean run. Side swipe. Refund. Had no clue as to why it might seem dumb. Land of opportunities. Even the king was a fiend once. The queen gets what she wants. Alexis signed a prenup to protect what they need to re-up. The people plead for freedom. Some tried to flee and would rather bleed before they bend the knee to the allegiance. Peace and resistance. No need for a reason to cease of existence. Speaking of wisdom. Brief like a leaf in the wind, son.
First off, bro, it's been a minute since I've heard your voice. So shout out to Il Java on the MC Master of Ceremonies. Shout out to Custodian of Records. I almost said custodian. I almost cooked that word, bro. That was gonna be tough. But yes, Il Java with Tuco. I always loved the flow. His flow of approach. I'm actually kind of curious of something, and I've always been curious with the bars within your delivery. Il Java, do you write free verse and read from it, or are you freestyling as you go? Because a lot of the raps that I feel like I've heard you like bar up for it feels like a journal entry. It feels like a poetry journal entry into your mind a little bit. And so I'm just curious. I've always, because Il Java has submitted joints before live here on the stream. And I've always been curious, like, what is your approach with writing? Like, do you write from the freestyles? Do you have do you go throughout the day writing words, phrases, thoughts that come to mind? Especially curious towards the very end when you mentioned something along the lines of, hold on, I want to make sure I want to quote that correctly. It was about bending a knee. Hold on.
Lead before they bend the knee to the allegiance. Peace and tech. What they need to re-up. The people plead for freedom. Some tried to flee and would rather bleed before they bend the knee to the allegiance. Peace and resistance. No need for a reason to cease of existence. Speaking of wisdom. Brief like a leaf in the wind, son.
Shout out to Il Java for the one time. I'm always curious because I feel like everybody's like, you can hear people's brains as they utilize the words. So, man, absolutely incredible. Il Java, shout out to Il Java for the one time and custodian of records. Shout out, my guy. Up next, we got Axie's Beats. Axie's Beat says here, in quote, thank you for everything, bro, especially this platform. Would love some feedback on everything from mixing to arrangement to sound selection. Let's go, Axies. Let's get it. Let's see what's going on, my dude. Yeah. I'd be curious to hear Il Java on top of this beat. For real, for real. Who do y'all hear on this? J.I.D., Kendrick Lamar, Kanye West type beat. Absol will be crazy on top of this. Shout out to Axie's Beats. Shout out to the one and only Axies. He said, would love some feedback on everything from mixing to arrangement to sound selection. Honestly, I love how this beat sounds. It has that open spot to be able to have someone that could probably bar up in a very funky, raw, soulful way. I could definitely hear Absol on top of this. Regarding the mixing and everything, I feel like it was him. Let me actually do one more thing real quick. I'm gonna do one more quick route. Let me do one more quick check real quick. I'm gonna mute this real quick on my mic and I'm gonna play it one more time. Some OGs that would definitely appreciate this, because with the mix, it doesn't feel like anything is getting in the way. It feels like everything is pretty much on par. I will say sometimes, depending on and I'll say this too, hi-hats are great. They're not always meant to be in the front of the mix. Hi-hats really are, and I'll give you a good explanation for the purpose behind hi-hats. Hi-hats not only just represent movement, but they represent wind. Think about brass for a second. Sounds random, but trust me, it makes sense. Brass indicates wind. Whether you're striking a sound or you're blowing into a horn, the material that holds that tone together is metal. Metal has a crazy way of simulating what wind, air, clouds, fog, rain, thunder, lightning, wind. Metal has a great way of sounding like that. when it comes to this record, and when it comes to making something that would fulfill J.I.D., Kendrick Lamar, Kanye West, those are guys that don't just only operate off of the beat sounding fire as heck, but if you listen to every single one of their instrumentals, you will find that there is a common denominator in all of them. The common denominator is you hear space. It's what you don't play that allows their voice to sit in a space. Their voice is the thunder. Their voice is the lightning. Their voice is the brass. Their voice is a hi-hat. Their voice is this instrument. So forgiving how like hitting everything is, I would definitely, when it comes to like having open beats, you will see more coming from your beats when the hi-hat or movement of the things are dialed back just a smidge. I say this because all of the best and biggest like hip hop beats, rap beats that usually get picked don't have a lot of clutter of space. And sometimes with the hi-hat like that, it can get in the way of someone's voice having a space to say something. So if I were you, next time you do a track like this, dial back that hi-hat a little bit. Because it's just open hat that's kind of like... You dial that back and let it just kind of be like a atmospheric thing. Treat hi-hats like an atmosphere. Like dial it back. Like whatever you currently have it at, like dial it back like 10 decibels and see how much more different people who rap will respond to your beats. And I guarantee you will see a giant change in that. But shout out to Axie's Beats for submitting. It's a great beat, bro. Up next, we got Royale. Roy-Al on Twitch. Let's go, Royale. Let's get it, brother. He says, what's up? I'm Royale. Pronounced Royale. Artist, producer from Brooklyn, New York. This is unreleased extended version of a song I currently have out. Self-produced. Let's get it. I'm curious to see what's going on, man. Good fit. Let's go.
Keep it two Virgils, my slate is a tad bit off-white. But I couldn't look this good and sail if my waters weren't unforgiving. I dress your slack with cold hands, this suits you well, pimpin'. My journey's entire, got me fighting with fire every match. I shoot for stars, these wingtips ain't made of wax, ain't made of glass, don't fire stones. I wasted good years sweating the tire. But all the while inside, the jury lies in. Trying to get rich on validation, didn't realize I'm blocking wealth. Just realize that I got relatives that single and wanna remarry so badly, they rarely look happy and seeking help. Learn behavior, plus some trauma had me trying to figure out how to be happy by myself. And that shit a hurdle. I find a beat, no rapper on the shit get fertile. I put life into that motherfucker. With no regard for her feelings, raise hell, the devil may cry, but these angels on my side and they proud of me. Dressed as slave from top to feet. I just got a stain on my good fit, but I'm about to rock it like it match my clothes. Dirt brush, chin lifted, sleeves rolled. I just got a stain on my new get up, but I'ma wear this pressure like a new suit. Dirt brush, chin lifted, sleeves rolled. Please protect your spirit and stay healthy in your mind, I don't sweat no dollar, what's more valuable than time, Peace to you, my slime, don't get caught up with these cons.
Damn, son, where'd your mind
at? Your masters, take what sides, keep your masters, don't you sign. Practice patience, know your shine coming. I embrace the journey and call wrecking record time. It's sad that y'all impressed and all, cause I rap like I know myself. No fantasies in my draft, king. Bet the over on myself. Palm myself to sing for moms and auntie. My lifelines was them, the crowd were with me. Friends, they give no answers. My lifelines was slim from a mustard seed. The confidence to moving the mountain on first takes. I'm still seeking the counselor that stopped me from making the worst mistake. She may need to know that not all heroes know they even won. My tidal wave is for the dehydrated to get they fill. My sleeve stained from banging these bugs, dog, every day a toast. Still keep an ace up, I'm fitted with a winning suit. I just got a stain on my good fit, but I'm about to rock it like it match my clothes. Dirt brush, chin lifted, sleeves rolled. I just got a stain on my new get up, I'ma wear this pressure like a new suit. Dirt brush, chin lifted, sleeves roll. We ain't far from there. It ain't far from here. Not at all. So would you pay the price? How much would you pay to get a slice of the life you like? If I put your desires right in your face, how much would you pay, or would you go in?
Oh my God. What? And he's just gonna end like that? He said this is an unreleased extended version of a song I currently have out. Bro. Sir, I'm gonna need you to come up to the front. That was really. First off, Royale, that was insane. The delivery, yeah, Axes, he said, wow. The delivery, the production to the hook on the vocals, like he went from barring up to like, let me church this thing real quick. And you know something? Actually, I have a theory. I have a very unique theory. Royale, I got a very unique theory, bro. If this sounds like I'm off, please let me know. But I have a theory, and I think you might be part of this theory because this is coming from someone who has observed 15 years of music. I've watched a lot of things change, and a lot of individuals have talked about how like music is not what it used to be. Obviously, rap, quote unquote, falling out of the top 100, whatever. But I do feel like that not only means that rap and hip hop has stayed the same way, but I do feel like this is one of those areas where music is now calling for a new standard, right? And I'm blanking on the name of the gentleman, but I watched this guy on, I don't know if y'all have ever seen Cam Newton's podcast show. And there's this dude on there. He was talking about how like all of the modern day rappers are also singers now. And I think something that's about to start transpiring a lot more in the future is you will hear the great combination of barring up and not only just barring up, but singing, the production, the talent behind it. And you, sir, have that very same thing. And I feel like it is only a matter of time, good sir. It is only a matter of time because I hear something really crazy with this. But yeah, it literally made me think like maybe the reason quote unquote rap, quote unquote hip hop, quote unquote went out of like the mainstream is because we are called to evolve now. And I love the sound of your voice. It was like the moment he started to sing, I was like, hey, yo, I did not expect that. That was crazy. And so, given this is the first time I've like listened to your work, knowing that is an unreleased extended version of the song you have out, I need to know more, sir. Hold on. I need to know more. I need to know more. Okay. And the name of that joint, hold on. Artist, producer. Yeah, bro. Yeah. He said I was a huge Dungeon fan growing up. That inspired a lot of what I do. Yeah, that is. Yeah. I'm gonna have to bump this. Let me go to YouTube. Yeah, shout out to Royale for the one time. That was That was good. That was really good, bro. I'm tapped in. I'm tapped in. Because I really think about it. I'm like, yo, we're due for a change of evolution. I feel like the evolving of like how people would just rap and bar up, and then I feel like we are long overdue for evolving of what the quote unquote MC does. And it's like, if you don't have the mitigated talent in your body to just do like, I can hear you do this. Like, you do this, bro. So that makes me excited. That makes me excited to hear what you doing, and I gotta peep more of what you got. So shout out to Royale for the one time. And Royale says, I'm here with you on that. That was a huge Dungeon fan. So yeah, bro, I'm excited. I'm super, super excited. So up next, we have Blue Cages. Blue Cages says here, in quote, yo, here's one I just made. Been off of work for a whole week, which gave me the space to create. Hope you like it. I'm open to any feedback or ideas. Let's see what's going on, my dude. Let's see what's going on. Tell me something good. Tell me now. Yeah. Tell me now. There you go. Shout out to one and only Blue Cages. So he said, yo, there's been off work for a whole week. She gave me space to create. Hope you like it. I'm open to any feedback or ideas. So I think given you have a nice palette of sounds, I think they're all present. You have the stringed instrument that leads into this like big, like solid, like bass sound. It has a very grunge grittiness to it. That bass sounds insane. You have like these also swelling atmospheric synths that are kind of like in the back that kind of like hover like a cloud a little bit. And then there's this pocket that kind of like also moves and negates and kind of like maneuvers around the space a bit. I feel like for me, I felt like I was waiting for a moment that allowed some sort of like establishment of the pocket to kind of get into it. You know what I'm saying? But it was like when the drums would come out, it was like the form of what was established with all the sounds you had with the string, the sample, the chords, and even the bass sound kind of like lost the holding of its structure. And so drums have and this is why I'm huge on drums. Drums have a great way of anchoring down what your meat and potatoes are. It anchors down what the nucleus of your idea is. So like, you could throw whatever crazy sample, whatever crazy chords, whatever crazy things you can on an idea, and it can sound great, but unless there's something that holds it down and keeps it glued to like an identity, what you will have is an idea that kind of like falls a little bit flat. And I think for an idea, you have a drum pocket that's kind of doing this thing in like a halftime way. I'd be actually kind of curious to see what would happen if you threw, I don't know, like a 90s hip hop drum break. Like I'm talking about like dusty vinyl, hard kicks. I'm talking about like skull snaps. Okay. I'm curious about skull snaps kind of drum break. I'm curious about like my own drum packs as well. Taking like a really gritty kind of like smack and kind of like groove that allows you to be able to take what you've created as an atmosphere and give it some sort of like bullet energy to it. Because if not, it kind of circles as this thing. I use this analogy whenever I'm trying to make an idea or land on something. It's that sometimes we have ideas that sound like we are circling the very idea of what would like establish our concepts or establish our idea or establish the identity of what we're trying to make. And I know for a fact, if you do include something that allows movement in this, it'll give you a different response than just having just the sample and a bass sound and whatnot. Basically, all I'm saying is if you apply like some sort of gritty movement drums to this, it'll give it what it needs. Because there is like a space here. It's like having a house without a couch. It's like having a studio space, but you need the laptop and the speakers and the keyboard to be able to create in the space. You have ice in a cup that needs a drink in it. What kind of drink are you pouring inside the cup, sir? And that is what I would ask you if you were to throw anything else into this. I feel like the first idea would be to find a drum break that kind of resembles the energy that's in the sampling. I feel like you'll be able to extend the idea, play with it a little bit, and it'll give you a little bit of energy behind it to do more stuff with it. I hope all that made sense. So, yeah, bro. Yes. Is it too late to submit? Nah, man, listen, we good. We Gucci. If you want to submit, queue slots are open right now, my dude. And if everybody is curious to know, we are listening to Feedback Friday submissions here live on the stream. So if you want to be able to tap in with this, urge you guys to do that. Cop a slot. I will listen to what you have and provide honest feedback here live on the stream on none other than Makers FM.
You are now tuned in to Makers Radio, the best in the world. If you don't know, now you know. No.
I'm about to start making these shirts in the dozens, okay? I'm about to start making these at Makers FM shirts and putting Don't Force the Funk on the back of them. So, yes, we're going to get back to it, though. So, yes, cop a slot, my dude. Cop a slot, my guy. Please. Yeah, Rare Species, what's good, my dude? Finna get back to it. So, up next, we got Jayhawk 15. And Jayhawk 15 says, end quote, might not be in stream when you get to this, but thanks for the opportunity to share. He heard shirts. P.S. Mr. West is in the building. Wait. Mr. West is in the building. Throw your hands up. I'm curious to see what's going on here. Let's go. Let's see what's going on. Let's go.
Welcome to the club!
Wow. So first off, shout out to the one only Jayhawk15. He did say he might not be in stream when he gets to this, but thanks for the opportunity to share. Is Mr. West in the building? So first and foremost, is Mr. West in the building? I think we'll find out soon. But I love the pocket on this. I love the bounce. I feel like it has a very purposeful kind of energy behind it. The bounce on it is crazy. I like it. I like the idea a lot. It kind of reminds me of when I used to play Amped 2, the snowboarding games. They would always have these instrumentals that would hit as you're snowboarding. And that's a very classic game for me. It's a throwback, honestly, for me. I love playing snowboarding games. I love playing skateboarding games. And I love games that have these kind of sounds and sonics that make you feel like you're journeying through something. So all the sounds that you chose, everything that you were like aiming for in the idea, I feel like it was aiming for like a journey of an idea. And the fact that the thing is called Smokescreen, yeah, there's a journey in that sonic approach. And I definitely think you're definitely going down the right route. I would actually be curious to know what would happen. And actually, I'm curious to know. I wonder if you would have like a whole tape that's like that. Like you should do a whole tape that's like that. Take that from me, sir. You should do a whole tape with that type of style, and I think you'd get a good look out of it, honestly. So shout out to Jayhawk15 for the one time. Up next, we got Cool. I just reviewed yours, Jayhawk. But literally roll it back like the last 5 minutes, and that's exactly what my response is. But just roll it back 5 minutes. You'll see what I mean. But up next, we got Quiet, and he says, "What's good, Kaelin and Makers family? Just wanted to share my beat with you all. Man, I've been busy for the last few months job hunting and just trying to figure life out after school. It's been tough. However, being creative has kept me sane in this insane world, LOL. But nevertheless, thank you for what you do, bro. And thank you, Makers, for always inspiring me to create, whether that's from the sample flip challenges or from y'all's music. P.S. Having a bit of trouble sending this file. It's my first time doing this. I apologize if the Google Drive link doesn't work. If you need me to send it again, I can do it." Okay, so let's see what's going on. Not the Same by Quiet. Okay, yeah, this works. Perfect. Yeah, we good, bro. We good.
Tower deactivated.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Oh my God.
It's shot. So that's how we coming, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Loyalty, love, honor, brotherhood. You know, so that's the only thing we really carrying out. It ain't like you're gonna see somebody throwing some stars around anything. You know, it's just gonna be strictly fat lyrics.
Yeah,
you
man,
know?
we ain't all about that, man.
Things like that.
God.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
That was crazy. First off, hip hop will never die. Secondly, I want to address this note a little bit because I want to give you something that came to my mind as I was hearing this. Because for one, this beat is nuts. And I think what I love about this is the fact that you, sir, chose your decision making is what quite literally creates how insane that feels. Now, I want to give you a crazy perspective to kind of sit with in this. Great beat making comes from making great decisions, having cool and great choices, and choosing to do it anyway. That is the byproduct of this beat. Now, he did say it's been tough, however, being creative. It's been busy for the last few months job hunting and just trying to figure out life after school. Can I give you one of the greatest pieces of advice that I've ever learned in my life? when they said the saying, life is what you make it rock. Okay? If you're going to make something rock, that means you chose to make it rock anyway. That means as busy as it has been with job hunting, as busy as it's been for you trying to figure out life, you decided to sit down and make something really dope. You put these sounds together and made it sound that good. And this goes for everybody. If you don't know how to go about things, keep making the choices that make you feel cool in your spirit. Something like making beats not only shows a high level of capacity for intelligence, but it also indicates something. If you like making music and you make great music, that means you know how to make great choices. And the most beautiful part about it is there's no such thing as a bad decision. You want to know why? Because not making a decision is worse than making one at all. Like you, and it's the craziest thing ever, bro. And I'm not saying that as like a perspective. I'm saying that because when I came out of high school, I didn't have a job. I had like an opportunity to go to college, but I didn't realize I had $40,000 in debt that I had to like pay off for student loan debts. And I'm just now approaching the $6,000 mark to be able to pay it off. Finally in my life. This has been over the last 15 years. Okay? No, last 10 years. Since I graduated from high school, I took on $40,000 in debt for college, went and I paid it off for the last 10 years. So far, I only got like $6K left. But I look at what I've been doing for the last 10 years, and I can genuinely say, I look at all of what I've been dealing with in my life, and it came from me just making a decision to do stuff. What do I want to do? I want to make beats. I want to make beats, and I want to show them to the people who want to see me make beats. And I realize there's a lot of people who want to watch people make beats. Hence Makers FM. So when I think about like, how do I deal with what makes something not as tough? It's like, it's almost like imagine this, right? Quiet. Imagine that you just keep doing what you're doing with dropping and making great music, bro. Keep doing that. Make as much as you possibly can because you never know who will end up seeing what you're doing. People watch this live stream all the time. I was just hanging out with K Tronada and I found out that his photographer was watching this live stream. People watch these streams. So whenever I play these beats, there are people who become aware of who you guys are simply by you just doing what you're doing. And so imagine this, right? And this is something that actually hit me recently. I remember the worst time of my life was after college. After college was like probably one of the most stressful times because I ended up in relationships that weren't necessarily getting me right. I was working a job that like quite literally it taught me the beauty of hard work and valuing connections with people, which is great. But like I'm not supposed to be, wiping tables and I'm not supposed to be cleaning dishes. I felt like there was a lot more out of life that I could give to someone than like washing some dishes. But I did it anyway. I did it anyway because I needed to make some money. I needed something. And in the midst of that, in the midst of me being at that job and killing myself for years, like killing my knees, killing my back, killing my legs, somewhere in the middle of it, all the beats that I had uploaded up to that point on SoundCloud, on YouTube, Spotify, here comes Sango, of all people, being like, I like what you're doing. You remind me of what I am doing right now. I want you to join me. That happens. That is not a far-fetched thing to happen, bro. And I can only imagine, I'm just kind of throwing it out there quiet. I can only imagine someone ends up seeing you doing what you're doing and they call you on tour with a budget and you're like, hey, we're going to pay you to do these shows. You do your project. We just need you to open up for 15 cities and we'll pay you to do it. Just say yes. And everything you need will be covered. It happens, bro. There's people out there willing to give us the money to do what we do and enjoy us doing it. Trust me when I tell you, it exists. So as tough as it is, the flip side of it is I did cook up this banger. And there's a possibility that a couple thousand people are gonna come across this. They're gonna see this name. They'll see the name Quiet. I know your name by the way it looks now because you do the lowercase t. So keep doing it, bro. Keep doing it. And I'm right there for you, bro. I know exactly how it feels. So up next, we have a few skips amongst us, guys. We have a few people who skipped the line. So we're gonna pull those up real quick. But I hope all that made sense. I just kind of went on a tangent. Up next, Arsenzo! Speaking of, hold on, freestyle for the night. He said, oh God. Arsenzo! What is about to happen, guys? We got Arsenzo in the room. We got Arsenzo in the room for one time. Let's go. Let's go. Siano, what's good, my dude?
What do you see when you look at me? Do you feel it? What do I know?
Yeah, that's right. Coated and cut it in ice. Really tryna spend some time. Don't try to cross that line. Yeah, that line. Thinking about you tonight, yeah. I'm tryna go to Dubai, yeah. Show me something that you like. That you like. Show me something that you like, yeah. Never wanted you to cry, yeah. I just wanna spend some time. Coated and cut it in ice. Coated and cut it in ice. Coated and cut it in ice. You know that this feel right. You know that I don't mind. I call you 4 or 5 times. Go ahead and pick up your line. You know that I don't mind. I know that this feel right. Yeah, shut up, yeah. I know that this feel right. Go in and cut it in ice. Really tryna spend some time. Don't try to cross that line. Yeah, you go in and cut it in ice. Yeah, you go in and cut it in ice. Little mama, yeah, you go in and cut it in ice.
Oh my God, bro, what? Arsenzo! Hold on, did he do it again? And again? He said, bro, dog, why is he so good? Yo, why is Arsenzo so good, dude? Like, yo, that was crazy. And he got another one called Save Me. I'm gonna give my honest, like, I'll give you, yeah, that was pressure. Let me do another one. Here we go. Another one by Arsenzo. This is called Save Me. Golly, Arsenzo.
When you walked into my life, I was surprised. I didn't know I needed you in my life. Every moment with you, the darkness turns to light. You're the melody I need in my life. And even when the night gets cold and it gets dark, you're the one I need that always has my heart. I promise you that I will stay close. Yeah, I never let you go. Déjala brillar. La luz de Jesús. Que brille en todo lugar. When you walked into my life, I was surprised. I didn't know I needed you in my life. Every moment with you, the darkness turns to light. You're the melody I need in my life. And even when the night gets cold and it gets dark, you're the one I need that always has my heart. I promise you that I will stay close. la luz de Jesús. Que brille en todo lugar.
Wow.
So much for what we do. Guns that we stick to. The left side.
Jesus. Arsenzo, first off, you always come up in here with just the greatest stuff. And like, it's the greatest decisions. It's the greatest choices. It's like, because he's like, because his sampling is just, it's like, it's like when you watch somebody build a house, right? And it's not that you're just seeing someone build a house, but you're seeing someone actively put together a great sense of spaces. Like the spaces that are being curated, the choices to pick that. You just didn't do the thing, you picked that. You picked that sample, you picked that break, you decided to do that thing. And you could tell that these are just really great decisions. Because every time I hear Arsenzo, it's like I know what to expect, but not at the same time. I don't know what I'm gonna get at the same time, and it always surpasses what I'm about to get. Like whatever I'm about to receive from Arsenzo, whatever I receive, it just hits me different every time. So Arsenzo, keep being great, my dude. Just insanity, bro. And then up next, we got Blacktimus Prime, and he says, in quote, witness my growth. Thank you, Kaelin and Makers Club, for being around to help me nurture my creative energies. This track is special to me because it was a pre-chop of a beat I tried to make pre-pandemic. I tried to make beats years ago, but the DAW had too many buttons for me to make sense of at the time. I wonder what DAW that was. I wanted to do a little swing with this one. I wanted to add sections that build up to an overall release. I tried to take away the sample in order to let musicianship shine for a tad. This is a beat I use everything I learned over this entire year to create. I can't wait to show yins more but it will do for tonight. Let me know what you think. God bless. Stay hungry. I don't know why I knew to say that like that. Don't try and pronounce the name. Just know this is the theme music for Blacktimus Prime featuring Kaelin Ellis. I have permission, by the way. You'll see. I'm curious. Let's go. Let's rock it. Let's rock it. Let's rock it. That was an accident. Give him a bonk. Shout out to Black Timus Prime. He said, I wanted this to be more open so I could rap on it. So you gonna rap too? You gonna bar up? He said, bro, I'm about to bar up on this too. Let's go. What? We're watching, listen, witness my growth. Stay hungry. A bonk is great. Bonks are always great. There's no such thing as a bad bonk, okay? I think bonk. There's no such thing as a bad bonk. There's always a good bonk. So, shoot, man. Now you barring up. What's up? We got some geniuses in here, man. Shout out to Black Timus Prime for the one time. So, first off, bro, I like this one. I like the swing. I like the fact that you use the pocket. I love hearing and this is what I'm always excited about. My excitement is always laid around what are you deciding? What are you doing? And if you're opening up space to do things, there's a swing there to do stuff. And I know for a fact there's other individuals here that are like, yo, this is tight. So shout out to Black. Shout out to Black, bro. I'm really happy to see that you've grown to not only just nurture the creative energy to do other things, but bro, you are a great, genuine spirit. And we're glad to have you, bro. Really glad to have you. You're talented, creative. Keep doing it. Keep nurturing that gift, that curiosity to be like, what if I try this or try to do this? That quite literally is what it means to diligently seek things. So, yes, shout out to Black Timus Prime for the one time, bro. Appreciate you. Up next, we got 3 submissions remaining. It's all right, guys. Crash Fleet is amongst us, and he says, what up, world? Happy holidays, part 1. Turkey Day for those who don't know. I come to you with a joint. I'm not sure if any changes need to be made on it. I started preaching. I'll take any forms of feedback. The title of the track is Time Travel. This is the sample flip I did, but like the direction I went with so far, I just need to see where else I can go with it. Enjoy and peace ×5. Y'all heard I did the breath thing? Yo, why do when
This is the sound of Clay.
No, we're not. That was not the sound of Clay. I don't know if I like that. Let's go, Crash. Shout out to Crash X Fleet for the one time. So first and foremost, there's 2 things I think you could try with this. So he said, I just need to see where else I can go with it. Enjoy and peace ×5. I would recommend 2 things. So for one, you had your snare choice. Might I offer an option of a clap? Try a clap too. And I love doing 2 different things where I use a clap and a snare. So I'd be curious to know what would happen if you swap that snare for a clap. So that's one part. 2, did you make this on GarageBand? And if so, I'm curious about because the pattern you chose absolutely syncs up with the sample you got. It absolutely does. But I'm also curious, is the sample timed to the project? And if so, I'd be curious to know if there is a way of syncing up the timing of like the downbeat of the sample to match your drum choice. Because what you chose is actually like fire. And then as well for the snare, I'd be curious to know what would happen if you swapped that out for a clap. And I kind of feel like it would hit. I feel like it would hit. He said the sample timing was kind of iffy, but it still works. Yeah, so like towards like the part where I'm actually kind of curious to see what would happen if you chopped where the sample comes off and slide it onto like the downbeat. So like this usually when it comes to like chops, right? Like instead of it just being a loop, imagine where the downbeat is coming in on like, you know, on your sample and just chopping where that downbeat is on like the sample and then putting it on the grid where it is. And anytime it misses it, just chop where the downbeat is, just put it back on the grid. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of like, that's like the OG way that like MPC users used to sample on MPCs. But it's also the OG way that I remember when I learned about sampling for the first time. And I was using GarageBand, using Ableton, using Pro Tools, using Logic. I would purposely find the part of what I was doing, chop that downbeat, and just place it on the grid of my drums. Because what was anchoring everything down was the drums. And I hear your drums like anchoring everything down on this. I'm just curious about what would happen if you chopped like where the downbeat is so it doesn't sound like it's off. You know what I'm saying? Like you could chop the downbeat of the sample and put it where the downbeat of your kick drum is and then chop the next downbeat part of the sample and then place it right there. So you just got to slice it, boom, slice it, boom, slice it, boom. And you go back to that second section where you take the hi-hat out and it works. But the pattern you picked for this is really, really sick, dude. So shout out to Crash. Yeah. So he said off the irony. What are the coincidences? So shout out to Crash, bro. That was fire, my dude. Up next, we got Aziza Love. Aziza Love says fairy tales. Oh, God. We about to get a banger. Watch. We're about to get a banger, y'all. Watch. Mark, watch this. Watch this. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watch.
So many of us are convinced we're supposed to fall for a prince. Prepare ourselves for the day we'll never be married away. What if I don't want to be caught and swept off my feet? What if I'm already
welcome to the club?
Why is it so hard to believe that my bliss won't come from a true lover's kiss? Fairy tales fuck me up. Now I am a fiend for love that doesn't exist. My only wish is that I can kick this sickness. I am not your damsel, I'm not your princess. I don't need no savior, save myself instead. I'm not your princess, more like a vagabond villain with humble beginnings who faces the dragon, abandons Aladdin, and falls for the pretty-eyed Jasmine I never seen. Love me so sparkly clean, lost my heels in the mud, messed up all my makeup. Where my tears when I played on a star in my dreams for the happy ending that was promised to me. Fairy tales fuck me up. Now I am a fiend for love that doesn't exist. My only wish is that I can keep this thing.
Jesus. Is that her playing? Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm gonna have to, is there any way I can get, okay. McNair, Voxy, we're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to talk because I do have some ideas. Not about this, but something else. This is making me think of something else that I believe you guys could potentially help me with. So this is insane. Shout out to Aziza Love. Shout out. Like, bro, I love hearing Aziza sing, but I also love hearing you guys work together as well. So I'm like, I feel like I get spoiled every time I hear you guys. Like, yo, I'm just like, yeah, dog. And that's just her on the guitar, not on her own vocals. Amazing. That is absolutely amazing. I always love hearing her sing. I always love hearing how you guys work together. I love hearing how everything just feels so intentionally crafted. And that speaks volumes to, you know, their artistry, you got where you guys are creatively. Like there's a lot of energy here with this. And yeah, I don't know. Shout out to Aziza Love for the one time. Shout out to McNair. McNair's like, I didn't do anything, but hey, I just gotta, hey, it is what it is though. But shout out to Aziza, man. That's amazing. I would recommend a whole body of work like that. That would be absolutely crazy. So up next, we got Louis C. Louis C is up next with us, guys. And Louis C says, I am not dead. He's not dead, guys. He's not dead. He just hasn't been active. The sample for this in sample library, if anybody wants to find it, I am wanting to try and release a remix next week. Remix a week next year. So I want feedback as this is one of my first. Love to the community. Let's get it, Louis C. Let's see what's going on here, buddy. Yeah. No! It says the track was not found. Why? Why is it removed? Why is it removed? Why? We do not need this.
No.
Listen, we're gonna figure this out. I'm gonna hit him up direct. I'm gonna hit him up direct and be like, hey, Liz! Hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. Hold on. Someone get Louis. Someone get Louis one time, bro. Wait a minute. How is that possible? Bro, do you know how often this happens? Hold on. Let me hold on. Hey, yo. I'm gonna go straight to the announcements and be like, hey, Louis, hey, my dude, the joint is cooked. My dude, the joint is cooked, dude. It says it's not found, bro. Dude, joint's cooked. I'm gonna come back to him, okay? We're gonna come right back to Louis, okay? And I'll hold off for a moment because I know there's one more submission after this and I don't want to miss it, okay? So technically, last but not least, we'll be right back to Louis C. But Imran and Ladhu are technically the last ones, but Imran Ladhu says, hey, Kaelin, Ladhu and I have been sending you some stuff for a while now. We finally released his debut single produced by Imer. Your feedback and music have been invaluable and incredibly inspiring. We really appreciate it. Hope you like the track, man. Our plan is to keep releasing a new track every other month. I love that, bro. I'm so glad that the streams work for you with these feedbacks. So check this out. Let's go.
Steady waiting, looking for something to do.
I remember this. Let's go. It's out now.
Don't got no time to miss you. No. Passing through the next few days. I'm ready through. Looking for something to do.
Here we go.
Don't got no time to miss you. Looking for something to do with you. Take our love to a new height. And it feels right. And it feels right. We're burning through daylight. At the same time. I'm steady waiting, looking for something to do. No. Passing through the next few days, I'm running through. Yeah, I'm about to lose it. I'm running through. We had 40 hours and we used them. 20 hours doesn't feel like enough. No, I'm running through. 40 hours and we used them. 20 hours doesn't feel like enough. No. Take my love to a new height. It feels right. It feels right. We're burning through daylight. At the same time.
Oh my God. What is wrong with you two? Golly. First off, I'm always so happy to see so many different people take these different spaces and just turn these into things. You know what I'm saying? I love seeing that people turn these things into things. And I know he actually submitted a while ago this yellow tint, like the OG version of it, before he decided to add all these other elements. But I remember thinking, like, man, it'd be cool if he did this. He did the very thing that I told. It's just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal, man. And yo, for what it's worth, y'all are doing the thing. And this is from what I know, it's just one song that dropped. Ladhu and Eimer. Shout out to Eimer as well for always coming through with the different questions and the asking of, like, you know, just coming through with great energy and submitting and just be like, hey, like, what can I do to make what I'm doing better? And that's what I love about these feedback live streams, right? Feedback Friday is not just for, hey, get your music played and whatnot, but like there's people who actively want to get better at what they're doing. And to see people take what I'm giving to them and seeing them run with it, it's not they're just using it. It's like, take it and run with it and see what kind of response there is on the other side of that. There's just something special always at the end of the decision making, bro. And I'm glad that this is a stream that allows you guys to be able to fully look at what you have and recognize your fullest potential. And what's so crazy is our fullest potential is literally hidden in what we do every single day. And I'm just so thankful, bro. I'm just very thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for the Makers FM stream. I'm thankful for all of it, dude. And expect for the next couple months me to be bigging up this entire live stream because we have years worth of footage. There's people who don't know that I have this live stream. There's people who have no clue. And I think one of the goals that I have for next year, and I want to be able to verbally tell you this before next year starts officially, a goal that I have is to be able to drop the shirts, drop the merch, drop the music, drop everything the way that I saw Makers FM from the beginning of it being the Live at 5 show, making it become what it always is intended to become, which is this is the number one space for people who cook up, create, and want to get better at their craft. And if you really do believe it as well, I love you guys so much for coming in consistently every single week. We've been doing this for 4 years. It's insane to me. And so I look at it and I'm like, bro, this is special. What you guys do is special. I feel like there is so much happening creatively on these spaces that we need to just be able to look at it and be like, what do we want this to become? And I would propose this to you guys, like going into next year, let's not think about next year ideas. Like, what is something that you want to be able to speak into this existence for now? Like, what is something that you do every day that you wake up to potentially better yourselves as a human being and a creative? What do you want? And if you can answer that question outside of like the obvious, take care of my bills, take care of this. I want to do what I love. I want to do what I enjoy. That's what this live stream is. And my hope is that everybody who joins these live streams can be able to experience seeing something that they want happen in real time. That is my prayer and hope for everybody who watches these live streams. So don't be surprised I drop an album and there's like mad Discord members on it, okay? So I'm realizing that the more and more that I like tweak these ideas and work on them, there's just, even the stuff that I've showed you guys for my new album, they're all from these live streams. They've all made these moments, even like the feedback, like seeing how we can all collaborate together and build with one another. And so I'm just very excited to just see where all this goes. And real quick, I'm gonna see if Louis C, he still hasn't messaged me back, bro. But yes, I love you guys so much. Quite literally, this is going on about 5 years now. We're about to be 5 years deep in this live stream experience. And I am just very grateful. I'm thankful. I'm happy. And I'm very elated that I get to show up here on this live stream and do it every single week. Like, I don't know if that registers to you guys as how huge that is, but like I get to sit here and literally look at y'all being just absolute stars. And so if we can be able to make that happen, I would love to see what happens if we keep going. So, pedal to the metal, 10 toes deep. We're getting deep into it next year. Makers FM is gonna get even crazier next year. Mark my words. Mark my words. We will have the hats, we will have the shirts. We will look at Makers FM and have a festival. Mark my words. Mark my words. It's gonna happen. And I love you guys. I love you guys so much. If you did not know, we have a sample flip challenge going on right now in the Discord. If you did not know, now you know. If you copped a sample or copped a slot tonight and you've never been a part of the Makers Club, I want to let you know that if you copped a slot, you just gained access to one of the greatest producer communities in the world. Highly urge you guys to tap in with it. If you copped a slot and you don't know what Makers Club is, it is literally the best space you could be to cook up and create. We have sample flip challenges. We have session screenshots. We have a giant introduce yourself page where people all across the world introduce themselves. They introduce what they do, what they're interested in, where they're from. And quite literally, it's just people from everywhere on the planet, just like you, just like me. We here, bro. We are here. And so we have a sample flip challenge that's quite literally due next week, Monday. It is a buddy flip challenge. So if you don't have a buddy, I urge you to find a buddy. And I'm actually going to post right here. Anybody needs a buddy. You're going to need a buddy. Get yourself a buddy. Get yourself a buddy. Okay? But I love you guys so much. Tonight has been so fun. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm grateful and thankful for you guys. Have a wonderful night. Stay safe. Don't eat too much because I definitely ate too much yesterday. I threw up a little bit, but it's okay. It's okay. Love you guys so much. Peace out.
You are now tuned in to Makers Radio, the best in the world. If you don't know, now you know. No.